Here's why giving money away makes you richer. People trust people that give things, that they're giving value. Isn't it true for business? Like when you're giving a lot to your customers, when you're giving a lot to your clients, doesn't it create a lot more trust? You see, what happens then is your brand explodes when you lead with generosity. That's why a lot of the things that I've done, I remember the earlier days, how I made a lot of money in real estate. I would just get a community of people together. I would meet them, and then I would basically teach them how to actually do real estate, how to find deals, how to negotiate deals, how to finance them. And then a lot of these people would come back to me and they say, John, like I listened to what you said and now I've been able to buy my first deal. Can we joint venture together? The most powerful people in the world, they give first. And this has been one of my true values, is that you always want to give people more value than what you met them with. You know, it doesn't matter where I'm, whether I'm in a cafe, whether I'm on a plane, whether I'm in a lounge, whether it's just, friends of friends. And they always ask me things and I would say, well, you could actually do this, or did you know you could do this? The broke mindset, they hoard things. Where wealthy, we circulate things. We want to give. We want to always make a massive impact. You see, philanthropy is kind of like the ultimate marketing strategy, right? And no one teaches us this. Brands that give back, they go viral because people want support and they want purpose. One of the things that I put together, for example, a lot of my consulting firm, is we want to put community together and really add massive value and just help people answer questions, be present, be there. And it's like this, where the attention goes, the money flows. The less time you spend with your team, the less money they make. The more time you spend with the team, the more your company makes. So this is the same thing in relationships. The more time you give to a relationship, the more relationship that you build. If you look at all the big brands like Apple, Google, Nike, they all tie impact to brand. And that's not a coincidence. It's really understanding. So for us, it's okay, what impact can we make? Like a lot of businesses, they struggle because they've never been taught marketing really. They've never been taught how to sell. They kind of accidentally got into it. And when markets change, the businesses don't adapt. One of my true passions is this, is like, but how do we become business owners in the first place? Why don't people do that? See, people work in a job. They want to earn more money, but they want to work less hours and they want more freedom. Whereas you look at a business wants to scale, but they don't want to pay that much money to be able to have people, staff working for them. So the question is, how do you combine both together? How do you get the freedom that you want without the overheads and you make what you want and then you got to work on your own terms? This is the new concept of what I call the AI freedom architect. These people that architect things in their life, they create freedom, but they use AI to do it. And now you can have a 1-person team, which is equivalent to a 100-person team. You've got to look at what impact does your brand make. So for me, is to allow everybody to live life on their own terms. That's what's possible. See, giving is the most kind of underutilized PR machine in the world if you think about it. All my friends were saying to me, John, why are you doing a lot of these like free conferences around the world? You pay thousands and thousands of dollars for this conference and then you let people attend for free. How can you charge small amount, but you don't even cover your costs? Like sometimes it makes no sense for me to fly halfway around the world to put an event on that would cost me 50 to 100,000 and to basically charge 20,000. So you lose 80,000. So why would you do that? Because there's long-term relationship that comes from it. This is the difference between playing short-term and long. Are you playing the short game or are you playing the long game? Long game, you make less money up front, but you make more money in the future. And this is why it's so important. Most people think that they need more money to start giving. Well, it's kind of backwards. You don't wait to give, you give to grow. So I always say this to people. One of my good friends, Ken Honda, taught me this. A lot of people, they hold on to their money. And it's kind of like a cup. If you don't drink the water, the cup cannot be refilled. And so people hold on to money and so they're living in scarcity and therefore it doesn't open the door to attract more into you. And that's why I think most people, think that they need to have a lot of money to start giving. No, if you just give £1 of your salary, you see, just start with £10 or $10. What'll happen is you'll activate something that money can't buy. It's called momentum. Momentum is when you do something, you want to ride upon that momentum. And my analogy is like cars broken down. Try and push the car. Eventually you start pushing it and it gains momentum. The moment you stop, the effort that it takes to push that car again is quite hard. So the universe will reward people who aren't afraid to circulate abundance. That's why you should never make it about money. Make it about giving. Make it about impact, make it about value. These three things, when you start focusing on that, more money will flow to you. I know a lot of people who are multi-billionaires and they have no meaning, they just have money. But what impact are we giving? Give a stranger hope and something in you changes. I meet a lot of people and they say, John, that thing you just said to me, God, it's worth so much money if I do it. I say, yeah, but you have to do it. You have to implement it. Giving back forces you to think bigger than your own survival. For example, I say to my team members, how can I make you more money? You know, the easiest thing is, oh, just give me a pay rise. But pay rise is a pay rise. Like if the company makes more money than you make money, what can I put into place that can help you earn more? So for example, I have my customer services person and she's one of our client success processes. She creates a process which helps client create success. And along that way, she adds so much value to people. I say, look, if people want to learn more and you've helped them, then if you offer them the next step and they enroll into that, we happily reward you. And she was so happy. Now she makes more money from that than actually what I pay her. You see, the pay is just kind of like a little test. It's like if you say to your salesperson, do you want a high basic or a high commission? They say high basic, it means they're not really good at sales, right? So giving back forces you to think bigger. Scarcity is kind of self-centered, but abundance is focused on other people. Help other people make money, you make more money. It's that simple. And you know, for many years, I didn't really understand. It's kind of like your network is your net worth. What does that really mean? Or helping other people make more money so you can make more money. It took me probably over a decade to really understand what that meant. And that means really helping people, really supporting people, really building a system in place that can be there for people as and when they need it. Now, of course, you can open the door, you can show people the door, but they have to walk through it. But nowadays it's, there's the door, let's find the door together. Let me hold your hand and let's walk through the door together. That's how it's kind of become. The moment you start helping others, your problems get smaller and smaller and smaller. Because now it's not about you anymore. It's about other people. Their success should become your success. There's a true alignment there. There's an incredible thing that you can do. If you want to learn something, like for example, when I started learning artificial intelligence, when I started learning marketing, when I started learning business, I would immerse myself in it and I would lock myself in a room and I would literally every single day, I would just be on there learning this stuff, implementing it. Say, well, John, that's not really healthy, but unfortunately it's what it takes. Like you want to get a good body, you want to have a six pack, you want to have those slim hips, you want to, lose that body fat. No one's going to do it for you. You are the only one that can do it for you. Oh yes, okay, there's pills and things you can take. I get that. But you are the only one that can do it for you. Don't steal from your present self for the future. By not doing something today, you're stealing from yourself in the future. That's what's happening. You see, when you give, you build trust, and trust is currency. I can't tell you how much trust is. Look, we're not perfect. We don't get things right all the time, but we make things right. And that's the whole point of how you create trust. Trust is the new currency. I used to say that data is the new currency. Awareness is the new currency. Community is the new currency. Connection is the new currency. But there's also number 5, trust is the new currency. People don't buy from people who sell. Okay, sometimes. But people buy from people who serve. This is the most important thing I want you to understand. There's been times where I go into a shop and I can buy something cheaper, but I don't like that person. So I go to another shop to pay more money because I like that person selling to me. I'm sure a lot of you have experienced this before. You see, give value, give love, give time, and they'll pay you with loyalty. This is the key. Value, love, time, and you get loyalty. And in loyalty creates trust. One of the best marketing strategies is your tribe. If you're not doing a good enough, and by the way, I have fallen short of this in the past. And my business grew so fast and we're getting all this customers, we're making millions of dollars, and then some of these people get neglected. So we gotta make it right. We gotta spend time with people. In business, trust is the only shortcut. You see, when you become more creative, you become more resourceful, you become more influential. See, creativeness comes from helping and supporting people. Resourcefulness is putting your message to attract the people that can help that. If you don't have it, I guarantee you somebody else has got it, right? But it's finding those right people. Giving isn't a cost. Giving is actually a multiplier, and too many people forget that. So we must multiply the things that we have in order to give this specific process to people that can really help them succeed and get to the next level. If you've resonated with this and you really love this strategies that you can implement to start giving, then I'm going to create some more content to help you do this. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, otherwise you'll miss out on other new uploads. We run a lot of events. If you go to johnlee.com, you'll see all of our events. I'll put a link in the description. We have a lot of online events and offline events you can attend. A lot of these are free, but we also have some paid ones as well. If you have any questions based on what I talked about, leave some questions below or forward this to a friend who really needs to hear this. And also make sure you check out this video here. It'll really help you get started in this.